Hey guys, so I'm sitting in my car and I have some time to kill, so I figured I'd answer some questions I actually received on Instagram, um, which I didn't think I would get any, but I'll answer them. Also, I'm having a really bad eyebrow day, so transparency. I woke up this morning, and if you know me, I'm not a big makeup person in general. So some days I just can't get them on right. It's just, I don't have the patience for them. I don't really care if they're even or look good. I mean, I just want to get out the door. And I had to get up early this morning and head to the oncologist. So decisions were made, and eyebrows were not really on the eye care today list. So yeah, anyway, so let me think of what the questions were. I think the first question someone asked me was post bone marrow transplant. From what I know, the biggest things that I do know are obviously you want to avoid infection. Just like anybody else, you have to just be careful about being around people with colds and things like that. So I know that they promote you just being cautious of all the of getting sick, just normal things. I know that they quarantine you for 30 days, like we spoke about before, and then you have to live locally for a couple months, so that by the time you go back home, I would assume that, you have to be cautious, but not to the extent of being in a bubble. God, I mean, I hope not, because I need to go to work and I want to go to the gym. So, yeah. I know you have to get all your childhood vaccines all over again, which really sucks because, I mean, who wants to get your chicken pox, measles, mumps, all those vaccines? But like I said before, essentially you're taking someone's immune system and you're putting it in your body, so you need all those shots all over again, which is kind of crazy, but I mean, it is what it is. So that, one of the ones that I really hate is you have to really try and stay out of the sun, or wear like UV protection, because you're prone to skin cancer, which it's like, really, like I'm trying to defeat one cancer and now I have to worry about getting skin cancer. Like, cut a sister a break. So yeah, that's one. Another thing. Let's see. Sorry, the dogs are barking in the back. It's like I'm sitting in the car because this is like the only place that I have zero interruptions, but we might have interruption because someone in my family will be like, oh, her car's on, what is she doing? Get it together, like put your Blue's Clues together. But this is crazy. This is my life. Another question I had was, sorry if I'm all over the place again, chemo brain. What's the other question I had? Going for bone marrow transplant. I don't know when it is. I honestly don't know. I have one more round this month, the 27th through the 30th, I think. And then I have another round 2 weeks into January. Sorry if my hands are shaky. My hands are shaky. They just are, from medication and just being off. Like my white blood cell counts are like really low, so it just happens. So yeah, I'm assuming February would kind of be around when it is. Someone asked me if I'm scared. Yeah, it's known in the community from what I could see. A lot of people are like, oh, before they know that I have to do bone marrow transplant, they're like, oh, you're so lucky. Or they're also someone who's in remission. They're like, oh, I avoided bone marrow transplant. I'm so happy I don't have to do that. And I'm like, oh, forgot to tell you, by default, I do. A lot of people don't want to have to do it. Reality is a lot of things could go wrong. We talked about this before, but things could go well as well. So it's like, at the end of the day, this is my journey. Back in August, I could have walked into a doctor's office and I could have had zero options. I don't want to get emotional, but after going to Moffitt and seeing people pass away and seeing people, I don't want to cry. Seeing people lose their loved ones, their mother. I saw children lose their mother, young children. I'm just thankful I have options. And so at the end of the day, I have to woman up about it and I have to go do what I have to do. And whether I, at the other, the end of the day, it is what it is. Like my dad says, what's meant for me is meant for me. You know, so yeah, I am scared, but what are my options? This is what I have to do. Honestly, the part that I'm dreading is going to Tampa and being there for as long as I have to. Obviously, I'd rather be home and be with my family and my support system. And, you know, I miss going to work, and I miss going to the gym and just being and having things the way they were before. So yeah, it's sad. I don't want to be there, and I don't want to be without my, you know, my circle of friends and my family, because my family, you know, my parents won't always be able to be there. You know, it's a whole thing. So yeah, but like I said, I have to stay positive, and whatever ends up happening happens, and yeah, I'm scared. So yeah, reality is I'm scared. Obviously I'm not ready to be done with my life yet. So it's like, I just want things to go well, and I want to be able to come home. That's it. What's the next question? Someone asked me about the gym, because I see that I do go to the gym when I can. I haven't really been able to go to the gym. My counts have been low pretty much in between rounds. So what I would say is the situation varies on your situation. If your counts are good, I would say go to the gym. Mine haven't been. So luckily I have a treadmill here in Airdyne, and my parents live on a dirt road, so I try to do what I can cardio-wise. When I do come back from rounds, it's kind of crazy. Between while you're there for 3 or 4 days, since I'm continuously on fluids, I can gain anywhere from 5 to 10 pounds within 4 days. So when I come back, literally my body is just like, eat healthy and do something to get this weight off, and it comes off. So that's the good thing. Most of it comes off. I mean, over time, since I've started chemo in August, I have gained 15 pounds, but it's because I'm on steroids, and which I hate everyone at Moffitt, and my friends are always like, that's awesome, that's great, because people lose weight on chemo. And for me, it's kind of tough mentally, because at the beginning of this year, I did lose 50 pounds or close to 50 pounds. So gaining 15 pounds has been really rough on me mentally, physically, but I know that when bone marrow transplant comes around, I've heard that people definitely drop weight, and so everyone keeps telling me that it's a good thing that I have gained weight, because it's helping me prep for BMT. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I think one of the questions was about steroids. So yeah, the steroids do make you gain weight, but they're a necessary evil while you're inpatient or getting treatment. They help you for inflammation and just be able to handle the chemo. And so when you come home, you detox from them, I guess you would say. And so it feel like you got hit by a bus. Your bones hurt, there's bone pain. But you know, that's kind of what it is. I have seen that from my first round to about this third round that I've done, I have been able to take that pain from lasting 3 or 4 days to maybe getting it down to like 1 day by doing yoga. Morgan, shout out to you for encouraging me to do the yoga situation. I'm not very good at it, but I've been doing it anyway. Morning stretches, I've been foam rolling every single day, usually morning and night before I go to bed. And it hurts, let's be honest. It hurts, but it kind of, it's like, you know, you kneading out dough. It hurts, but it feels good afterwards, and it really helps you stretch and stay agile as opposed to laying in bed and getting, you know, like scrunched up and stiff. You know, it's definitely gotten a lot better. Another thing I will say, which wasn't a question, but I'm just letting you guys know, I started taking a lot of vitamins, and I've noticed that that's really helped me. My local oncologist actually gave me a list of vitamins that he recommended, and I went out and just got them. I mean, what is it going to hurt? So vitamin D, vitamin C, fish oil, B12, zinc and calcium, I think, and that's pretty much it. I think. Yeah. I've noticed that it's, honestly, I've noticed a difference. And potassium. So when I'm inpatient, I'm always low on potassium. I don't know why. I think the chemo just knocks down your potassium. I think that's exactly what the nurse said it was. So when I'm home, I try to eat bananas and stuff, which, if you know me, I don't like bananas. So I just got potassium pills, and that really helps me. What was another question? Gym, we talked about gym, steroids, BMT, bone marrow transplant. What was the other question? Work. I think someone asked me about work. I am working currently. I think starting the beginning of the year, I will no longer be officially working. But my company, shout out to my company, has paid for my insurance through most of next year. And my job will be there for me when I get back. So that's great. That's awesome. Having insurance is really a blessing, because I've met a lot of people at Moffitt who are having issues with that, and their employers keeping their insurance or letting them stay on the insurance. So yeah, my insurance is awesome. I mean, I literally pay zero for, I mean, obviously I hit my deductible a while ago, but I pay, yeah, I think I've gotten all the prescriptions I ever got. I think I've never paid, it's always a zero. So yeah, that's awesome. What else? I have been working though. My laptop, I work remotely on my MacBook, and I like working. I wish I could do more. My days are really up and down. Sometimes I wake up and I don't feel like doing anything, and other days it's all I want to do, just to kind of avoid life and reality of, the situation. So I think that's it. So let me think. Someone asked me why Moffitt does so Tyler, shout out Tyler. My friend Tyler, who was diagnosed with lymphoma, he had BMT, and he had asked me why Moffitt does like the 3-month thing or whatever. I would say that Moffitt is just super cautious. They have their own treatment plan. So what I mean by that is that other places, literally, you can have your bone marrow transplant and be home within a couple of weeks. And I think that's the case for a lot of people. But for whatever reason, Moffitt just wants you to stay locally. And it makes sense from what they explained it to me. I asked about going someplace here, and it's like, they've been handling my treatment from the beginning. So their fear is that they send me here after doing BMT and something goes wrong or something happens and I go to a hospital or I go to whatever local person here, and they mess up my BMT. So when they told me mess up my BMT, literally, hey, Vanessa, you could die. Or if they don't handle you the right way, obviously you could die. So for me, it's like, it's not even an option. Like, they've treated me since the beginning. I trust the staff there. I'm just going to do what they say. Like I said from the beginning, like, I treat my doctors like they're my coaches, and it's what I grew up. It's like I grew up playing sports. It's like, tell me what I have to do and I'll do it. At the end of the day, it's shitty. I don't want to go to Tampa. Sorry for my nurse friends and my friends that are watching this that live in Tampa. I want to be home, obviously. I mean, I get choked up thinking about when I have to leave here to go there for those couple of months, because like I said, I am scared. Let's not bullshit. The reality of it is, it's something to save my life or to help me have better chances at not relapsing and saving my life. So it's what I have to do. And so I'm going to do it. Yeah, so this was a lot longer than I wanted it to be, but I'm just making sure I answer everybody's questions. I received a question from Mama Guard yes, I do have matches. I try not to talk about it too much because I know that a lot of people with Be The Match and stuff like that have been having issues finding matches, and I've been very fortunate. They did find 5 matches for me. And so I try not to talk about it just because, like, I don't know if it's that whole Spanish thing where it's like you jinx it or something like that. My brother was not a match, but they did go in the registry, and I thought they weren't going to be able to find anyone. And after almost 2 months of waiting, they called and let me know that it was pretty much a freaking miracle, and they found 5 matches for me, all men, and all willing to donate their bone marrow to me. So I'm getting a little choked up thinking about it. So it's been pretty amazing. I've been very lucky and fortunate in the situation. So I'm just hoping that that's just going to keep rolling, and I have to stay positive. And yeah, so the sun is actually going down, and I'm losing some light. And so, oh, you guys got a sneak peek at those eyebrows. They're bad. I love you guys, and I guess I might do another one of these if I get more questions. And to all of you new people that I've met through Instagram, through YouTube, just everything, thank you guys. I'm really thankful to start building a network and having you guys as a support system, and I hope that I can offer you the same thing. And I'm having it, I mean, it's a shitty circumstance in which we're having to meet, but I'm thankful that I'm not alone, and that I'm finding people that are going through the same thing that I am. So yeah. All right. So anyway, I love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.